Okay, let us continue the explanation of this exam 10. All right, for repeaters. Question number 58. 250 gram of an organic solvent contains x gram of non-electrolyte of molar mass m. Cryoscopic constant is given. Cryoscopic constant is, we have to find out cryoscopic constant. Okay, kf. No, kf, it is kf, and delta tf we have to find out. So it is very simple. As such, there is no problem. Look at question number 5a. Delta tf equal to kf into w upon m into capital W. Kf, regarding w, it is mentioned x gram, and molar mass is m. It is mentioned it is in 250 grams of solvent. So to convert it into kilogram, 1000. All right. So we are left with the 4 of this is 4 of kf into x upon m. That is it. Nothing else. 58, correct answer is second option. Now look at 59. 25.3 grams of sodium carbonate is dissolved in enough water to make 250 ml of solution. Alright. Sodium carbonate is dissociated completely. It is mentioned. Molar concentration of Na positive and carbonate ion concentration we have to find out. Molar mass is mentioned. Okay. Now look at this molarity of Na2CO3 is calculated. W, that is the quantity of Na2CO3 mentioned. Molar mass is mentioned. 250 gram of solvent solution, it is also 250 ml of solution, it is also mentioned. So in calculation we are getting molarity of Na2CO3 this much. Now Na2CO3 dissociates to produce twice of Na positive and carbonate ion. So carbonate concentration remains same, but Na positive concentration becomes double. Alright, so this is it. Question number 59, correct answer is third option, 59. Question number 60. We are given osmotic pressures of glucose, urea and sucrose, P1, P2 and P3. And it is mentioned that 10 gram each of these three are dissolved separately in 250 ml of solution. We have to compare P1, P2, P3. Alright, so again it is a very simple question. As such, there is nothing. We can find out molarity of glucose is given by this W upon M into V. Alright, so it is converted into liter. Alright, so we are getting 2 by 9 for urea, we are getting 2 by 3 for sucrose, we are getting this much, and pi is proportional to molarity. Pi we use for osmotic pressure, it is proportional to molarity. So we are observing that P2 is greater than P1 than P3. This is the answer. Look at question number 61. Question number 61. The Van 't Hoff factor for 0.1 molar barium nitrate solution is given. Degree of dissociation we have to find out. Again, this is a very simple question. See, alpha equal to I minus 1 upon eta minus 1. Eta for barium nitrate is 3. So it is 3 minus 1. Okay. And eta is also mentioned, 2.74 minus 1. So just calculate it. 0.87 is the degree of dissociation, or 87%. Second option. 62. The color of aqueous solution of iron salt is yellow due to formation of complex. Complexes means it is due to excitation of electron from T2G to Eg level. So the ligand is water, which is the solvent. Alright, question number 62. Look at question number 63. Question number 63. Copper 2 ion gives a reddish brown precipitate with the K4 FeCN6. The formula of precipitate, it is very important. Chocolate colored precipitate, it is Cu2 FeCN6. That you must remember. Alright, it is the formula Cu FeCN6. Correct answer is first option, Cu4. FACN 6, 63. Let me check. 63, correct answer is second option. 63, correct answer is second option. Okay, this is correct. FACN 6 is 4 negative. Alright, it is 4 negative, and copper is 2 positive. So second option is correct. This should be Cu2 FACN6. Alright, chocolate colored precipitate. Now look at 60. Just a moment. 63 is 2. 62 is 1. No? 62 was 1. Okay, no problem. 64. Look at question number 64. Oxidation state of chromium in the final product formed by the reaction between Ki and acidic K2Cr2O7. So this is very simple question. You must remember that whenever chromium K2Cr2O7 acts as oxidizing agent, it is always reduced to Cr3 positive. Okay, whereas for KMnO4, I told you in acidic media it is reduced to Mn2 positive. In neutral or basic media, MnO2, and in strong basic media it is reduced to K2MnO4. So these things you must remember. And HNO3 in most of the oxidation reactions, it is self-reduced to NO2 anyway. So 64, correct answer is first option. 65. Which one of the following elements shows maximum number of different oxidation state? Okay, so this you must remember. Question number 65. It is correct answer is fourth option, americium. It has 5F7, 7S2 configuration. It shows 3, 4, 5 and 6 oxidation states. Lanthanum has this configuration, so mostly it will show +3. Europium has F7 6s2 configuration, so after losing this electron it will show +2 and +3, because the common oxidation state of lanthanides and actinides is +3. Here also it is +3. After showing +3 it acquires F7, that is half filled configuration. Here the same thing. So correct answer is americium. 65, fourth option. Look at 66. C4H10O gives a white precipitate within 5 minutes with concentrated HCl in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2. The alcohol can be. Question number 66, correct answer is second option. It is character of 2-degree alcohol. 3-degree alcohol give immediate whitey appearance, because the reaction of alcohols with the Lucas reagent is, see, this is the reaction. Alright, HCl, we get chloro compound. So which bond is getting broken? That is CO bond. And if in alcohols, two types of reactions are there. One in which CO bond breaking take place. In such reactions, the reactivity order follows this. And if OH bond breaking takes place in a reaction of alcohol, like with sodium metal, etc., then the reactivity order follows 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. Okay. So correct answer is if with tertiary alcohol we get immediate whitey appearance, with 2-degree alcohol we get precipitate within 5 minutes. 1-degree alcohol, they don't give whitey appearance at room temperature. Okay. So correct answer is second option. 67. Consider the following reaction. It is first treated with the nitric acid and H2SO4. So this combination will produce NO2 positive, and since both are activating groups, the substitution takes place at all three positions. This position, that is ortho to both of them, and this position, that is ortho to this OH, and para to this, and this position, that is para to this and ortho to this. So we get this name is very typical, and you must remember it is stiffnic acid. I don't expect such type of options, but we can rule out these three. Picric acid, we know it is 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, and salicylic acid also we know. Alright, orthohydroxy benzoic acid, and benzoic acid we know already. So we can go for this option, but I doubt. but at least since we come across this question, so now you remember stypnic acid. All right. Now look at question number 68. Phenol, when first treated with concentrated HNO3 and H2SO4, then with the concentrated HNO3. So initially we get this para-hydroxy benzene sulfonic acid, and we have already discussed so many times, if we have OH or NH2 and at para position we have COH or SO3H, and then if it is treated with the concentrated HNO3 or bromination etc., this SO3H or COH part is knocked out by the incoming electrophile. So this is very important, and this is called IPSO attack. Alright, IPSO attack. So this is it. So you must remember this particular conversion. This is very important. Alright. Now question number 68, correct answer is first option. Then 69. The most reactive alcohol towards sodium metal. See, I told you towards sodium metal OH bond breaking takes place. So primary, and primary, that too the most acidic one, removes H positive very easily. So it is the fourth option, because fluorine is electron withdrawing group and it is attached to nearest position. Alright, so minus I groups and minus M groups increase acidity. So the removal of H positive is facilitated by F. So fourth one is most reactive towards sodium metal. Question number 69. Anisole treated with bromine. Anisole is OCH3 and bromine, so it is OP director, and like phenol, there is a condition that if phenol is treated with bromine water, then we get 2,4,6 tribromophenol. The reason is phenol gets ionized in water, so that we get phenate ion, and Br positive goes to this position, and this position. But in anisole, this ionization kind of thing does not occur, so it remains OCH3, and it is comparatively not a strong activator of benzene ring. So if anisole is treated with bromine, we get orthobromo and para-bromo product. All right. And if we want to go for only one option, para is better option. So this was question number 70. Question number 70, correct answer is first option, para-bromo anisole. Question number 71. Identify Z in the following. Ethanol is treated with PBr3, so it is bromoethane. Then alcoholic KOH, ethene, and then with the H2SO4 and water, so it is again converted to ethanol. I don't think there is any problem. Second option, 71. C2H5Br, alcoholic KOH, ethene, and then ethanol again. Now look at 72. 72, we will discuss